Thank you for telling me that. Sometimes I do have issues with this mic if I don't charge, but if I take it out, I've been guaranteed that you can hear me. I just can't go too far anymore. This is my only purchase to support this YouTube channel. $20, and I think I've gotten my use out of it. And I probably should go get some DJI ones. Thanks for telling me that. I don't know if I should start from the top. I don't even know if I was heard ever on the stream, but I appreciate that. Thanks for saying that. So, if you did just join, my son asked me to make a fire real quick. They wanted to do some s'mores, and then went and collected the wood. Got some wood drying over there. Some nice dry wood so it doesn't get smoky. And I went and got everything started, and I figured, hey, let me just stream. So I get my stream out the way for the day. Uh, Still, I don't know if I'm on a journey when it comes to streaming because there's it's, it's hard for me to think that I'm on a journey and it's just me on it. It's an interesting journey. It feels very Forrest Gumpish, to be honest with you. Uh, why am I streaming? I don't know. I felt like streaming. That's how I feel. But nonetheless, that part when Forrest says, I think I'm going to go home now. It's like, I think I want to stop streaming now. But until that date, I'm here and I've been streaming. I try to come up with some ideas for stream every now and then when we do the outdoor stream. I'm a ball of energy right now. Like I said, uh, let me fix that. I'm a fatigue ball of energy. I uh, I pretty much pushed it this weekend to get this project done. The project looks a flip amazing, and I know when the sun comes out and it like peaks on my pad before I put up the shed, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. I almost didn't want to touch it. It was so. And when you live, a lot of these things are roughed out. We go through a very rough phase, almost like getting dreads, like a certain hairstyle that takes long to build towards it. We've roughed a lot of things out, just in our style and the way we want it to. Not intentionally, it's just sometimes it's par for the course, right? And now that I'm living within that balance of um, it's an age before beauty, but homesteading with a balance because hey, what's up, brother Eric? Nice to see you, man. I my 2 away from the goal. That's awesome, man. I'll tell you what. I was talking to my sister about it, and I was 5 away like 5 days ago. And when I say it feels like I'm in an uphill climb, I'm just like crawling. Get me there. Get me there. But yeah, the fire was for my son, and they figured out something else. They had s'mores inside, so that's why I have the fire. But hey, whatever. It's nice and cool, and the fire does feel starting to heat up. I worked on the patio this weekend, brother Eric. It's a brick. It's actually a brick pad for a shed, and that's where all my tools. I should have a video out tomorrow. I didn't take many shots of it, but I've been in that weird. I don't know if you go through it, brother Eric, but when a couple years ago, my excuse for not posting much was because I would work really hard to get a video together, and then it wouldn't do numbers, right? It just didn't feel worth it. And then my excuse was like, it's hard doing the work and filming. Filming's not like if you don't have a partner with it, like whose channel is that? That is it so I watch a couple couples that I haven't watched them in a while. But anyway, there's a couple channels and you could tell that the investment is both of them, together. So it's easy to come on. If I was being filmed, I could come on and I could always talk and be far from the camera and I don't have to set anything up. I just had a mic on and then the first person that came in the chat was like, I can't hear you. And it's like, little stuff like that. I got to go set up a whole camera. And so my excuse was if I had to choose between setting up the camera and getting everything right, oh, don't feel stuck. We will talk. We will figure this out. I'm glad you said that because anytime I could share that community with somebody who we need to figure this out, it becomes a we thing. Um, but yeah, that used to be the excuse. And then of late, when I was going through the streaming, I figured out my way to get stuff done and film. I take breaks mostly uh, when I film. If I close out a project or a day of work, I'll come on and be like, whatever that energy is, hopefully I feel somewhat accomplished. And I'll just come on and I'm speaking from the energy of not the uphill, but I'm sharing all of these things. Like today, if I told you about the end of the pad project, I could tell you why it worked out so well. I woke up at 7 a.m. I got to work. I already knew I was going to have to go to the store for one thing. I really wish I had a team because that store run, I could have finished 3 hours before because then once I did the store run, made a couple phone calls, that was, kind of refreshing. Then you find yourself at the store. Thank you so much. Super, thank you. So the niche that I got myself into is, or the routine is, you know, take breaks, don't force the content out, and when your energy is there, it's there, and just film something. Even if you don't like it, just film it, and then see what comes of it. And sometimes I may film something for 3 minutes, and it's only 10 seconds of value. Just how it be sometimes, right? So, so then now, not that I feel like, oh, I've made it anywhere, but now what I find interesting is it depends on the project. So I find myself doing a lot of projects and then being very, oh, this fire is firing now. Then I find myself being very selective of what I show and what I don't show. Like the flip is, prior to that, I felt like everything I did, I had to find the creative content value within it. So everything had a YouTube component or could have a YouTube component. And then I don't know, just organically, it's just like, man, don't stress yourself. Just do what you do, like just do it. And if as long as, because I stream every day, so that's not hard. You just come on here. Sometimes we have a lot of people come in and hang out. Sometimes we don't. Yesterday I did 3 streams. I think collectively it was like 15 people total, I think, across 3 streams. I never had a day like that. I don't know, maybe YouTube was on one. But man, you just gotta figure it out for yourself, whatever your goals are. This fire is nice and hot. Now I like these little smokeless fire pit things. I don't know where I want to put this one finally, because I could show you this, what I'm doing over here. Might have to speak a little bit louder. I don't know how good the audio is. Let me turn off my music actually. 1 second. I don't want to have a good stream and then they cut me out for the music. But this is actually the pool area, and all of this stuff needs. Now that I have my shed coming, this looks like stuff that can go in the shed. I'm super happy about that. This is a um, peanut oil from Thanksgiving. I keep saying I'm gonna try to make soap out of this, but I'm gonna change the container and the chicken. I made a chicken a water system out of this, out of one of these. It was smaller though, so I wanted to try it with the small one first, but this worked out. And since oil was in here, I know it's food grade, has a nice hard plastic top. So if I wanted to run any kind of water line inside, maybe I could do it automatically. Um, Other than that, this stuff needs to go into the shed, which I'm gonna purchase this week. Not sure if I'm gonna post me putting it up, but right here, I'm thinking of. I don't know if you can hear me, so I'm gonna come over and explain, but I'm gonna show you this general area. I intentionally did a fire right there the other day because, this fire's getting hot. Because I'm going to make one of those cinder block, one of those earthen grills. I'm gonna show you what material I'm gonna use. If you're hanging out still, I'm gonna show you because this is where the projects get fun. So this came from one of those iron tables, and this is like an awesome grate. You see, so it has a grate, and it's super sturdy. I mean, this is well built, welded, the whole thing. So I'm gonna cut this, and hey, what's up, Daywalk? I'm gonna cut this and turn this into the top of a earthen grill. So it'll roughly be on top of this, but it's gonna be a little higher off the ground. So if you could imagine, it'll be a little higher off the ground, but a square, and we're gonna be, and this fire getting white hot. It's nice. It's nice and warm. Ooh. But that's what's going on right here. I want to start putting the cinder blocks out and then just make the cut, and then I could just leave it there. The Galactic Chronicles 5, you have to have a channel with a name like that. What's up, man? you, you have to have a channel. You must have a whole series. I'll check you out. But yeah, it's Sunday night, man. We got some of us, they get the Sunday blues, get back to work. Some of us who haven't figured it out yet, haven't figured out how to get out of that cycle. I really miss being in when I didn't have a job in COVID. I'm very rebellious to certain systems that don't make sense. And the whole Sunday through Saturday, or however you see it, Monday through Sunday, I would just wake up and it just felt like every day was just a day. It's getting warm up in there. It is, right? Every day was just a day. And I would just wake up and whatever was on deck for that day, and I got so much accomplished. I've had multiple times in my life when I didn't have a job, and I didn't have an employer, I should say. There's times where, I wasn't bringing in anything. There's times where I was freelancing and consulting. And for whatever reason, the days are always longer. There's always so much that you could get done. Just like a weekend, Sunday, I got a ton done today. Um, and it sucks, man. It sucks. So I get those blues because it's this fight between what you know is possible and then having to conform, uh, you know. But I'm not the only one, and that sometimes helps me get through. I've actually seen. I remember your avatar, the Galactic Chronicle. I don't remember the name, but I do remember the avatar. Hanging out. I'm just hanging out, man. It's Sunday night. My son asked me to start a fire, and then they said they didn't need it anymore. So whatever. I'll just stream. Do you guys get the Sunday blues? Over here, where I put that table, underneath there, I have like one of those fire rings, and I've been making biochar. So like I'll get the fire nice and hot, everything, everything get in it. You know what I'm saying? Get into the fire, and then when it's calming down a little bit, just cover it in dirt, and then what's left is biochar. I don't know, Brother Eric, if you still here, I don't know what your method is of biochar. I heard you say you make some. I wanted to try a couple methods that I've seen. Some of the stuff that I wouldn't cut or wouldn't dry. And that's just how man, I gotta keep moving. I don't want to be in the fire. It is kind of hot. It's a little later than what I usually want to do fires. But yeah, man. No one's in here. That's cool. I still posted. It was a cool stream. Nice to see a few people. Um, Brother Eric, the Galactic Chronicles. I thought it was gonna rain. It doesn't seem like it. So my elderberry looks like it's doing good over there. I gotta follow behind the chickens because they've been scratching up a bunch of stuff that they have access to when I let them out. Either that or maybe sift some compost and add it to those areas. They did try to destroy some strawberries though, so I might have to move that. But other than that, thanks for joining the stream. If you see this on the replay, we got some stuff coming. We got we got some stuff coming. You might want to check out the channel. You might want to follow your boy. You might want to subscribe. I don't want you to miss out. It ain't my fault you not subscribed. You hear it all the time from me. Peace.